So maybe you're not setting boundaries because you haven't learned the art of saying no. And as a recovering people pleaser myself, today I want to share 3 tips that completely changed the way that I approach boundaries. Number one, I know you've heard it before, but it resonates because it's real. And that's that no is a complete sentence. Always has been, always will be. One of the most freeing things that I've learned is that I don't have to justify, argue, defend, or over explain my boundaries. And that's because the more we explain ourselves, the more we unintentionally invite counter arguments and negotiation. And one thing about me, I hate going back and forth with people, especially on things that are non negotiables for me. So if you feel it from the depths of your soul and already know that the answer is no, then the strongest response is really the simplest one. Also acceptable here are no thank you, respectfully no, unfortunately I can't. And if audacity has entered the chat, hell no. Number two, and when you don't know the answer, don't say yes. Because in reality, sometimes the answer isn't an immediate no. It's more of a, I need to think about it. And one of the healthiest habits I developed is giving myself permission to pause before I commit, especially when I feel put on the spot. And there's a couple of ways to do this. You can say, let me check my schedule, or can I think about it and get back to you? Or one of my favorites is, I'll let you know tomorrow. I like to give myself a pause to literally sleep on it, pray on it, journal on it, talk it over with a friend, whatever needs to happen to give myself the space to make a decision from intention instead of pressure, guilt, or what I sometimes really feel is the fear of disappointing someone. Now, you do still want to be considerate and true to your word by actually following up, but this practice does let you respond from a more regulated state instead of a reactive one. And finally, number three, if it feels aligned, you want to offer an alternative. Notice I said alternative, not compromise. And this is because sometimes you do genuinely want to help. You just can't help in the way that's being requested. In that instance, you may say, I can't commit to A, but I can help with B. The important part is that whatever you offer is something that you genuinely want to do. So this isn't negotiating away your boundary. It's actually reframing the no as an act of honesty, respect, and clarity, as opposed to rejection. And really, I see it as an act of kindness to both yourself and the other person, because you might be giving them a perspective or a solution that they really hadn't considered. So remember that boundaries matter, because every time that we repeatedly ignore our own limits, we're teaching ourselves that our needs come second. And over time, that can contribute to stress, resentment, burnout, and just feeling disconnected from ourselves. So overall, healthy boundaries are going to allow us to show up more authentically, because we're no longer saying yes when we really mean no. So try some of these strategies the next time someone asks you something and see if it helps you get to a more authentic response. And if you're looking for more tools to support your emotional well-being and build healthier boundaries, you can always find those inside the TNTW portal. And that's your Wellness Tip Wednesday for the week. I'll see you next week.